Well, hello everyone and welcome in to Memoriapolis. It's had a good update where we can officially do endless mode, and we've got ourselves a nice photo mode as well, so we're going to get stuck straight in. All right, here we go. So my destiny is going to be a strategist. We're going to focus more on military where possible, just to kind of get safety up in our city. So we're going to get stuck straight in, and we are going to go with Cato Colessa, and then Theodotos Leonidas is our name. And I have a little bit of a design I want on here, actually, which I kind of know. I like the circle here, but we also want the crest like so. And then we come down. We bring this right down here. And then we get rid of the lines. Although, the lines look better. So let's do that. Let's get in. All right, here we are. So we'll get rid of all this. I did try and play. It is experimental, so we expect it to crash a little bit. And we need to pick our spot, and I've already wanting to do it over here, basically. This little spot here. The idea is going to be first age city is going to be as big as we can in this zone. Second over here, so I might do a bit of a split. Kind of play with it. I don't know. We'll see. And we want to be able to get in the stone and wood early on. So we're going to build right here. And we're going to crack on into the start of Antiquity. And with that comes our very basics, which is our farm. So I'll just get these chucked in so you can see where we're at. We're going to max out the production so we get the farms in. And I'm also going to go ahead and prep the cutting camp. I am going to pause it up to make sure we're ahead of the game. No messing. And I think cutting camp, we're going to get it as well as we can over here. And then the small quarry is going to go out to this section over here, hopefully. Come on. I think the best we're going to do is going to be about that. There we go. We'll get all three in and we'll just kind of let that play slowly. And whilst we're here, I'll just say a quick hello. Thank you for being here, guys. Really, really appreciate it. And whilst we watch, actually, let's go into this new mode. So this is the free camera mode. I just want to show you. We now have what is basically a picture mode. Yeah, which I love. And we can zoom right in and you can actually see a couple of settlers down there ready to walk around. So I think that's promising and good for what we can expect from the game in the coming months, which is going to be really nice. So we're just going to prep up. I think it's just a bit of wood and a bit of stone and population, and then we can get us upgraded and really get into the nitty-gritty of the game. And just whilst we wait for a few of those to come in, I'll speed it up and I'll just say thank you for being here. If you haven't already, do go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. We do all things simulation, city builder, that type of thing here. You're in the right place, trust me. And yeah, you'll see our farms just kind of popping in now, which will give us enough gain and food reserve for all these, and we should start to see these numbers going up. So all we got to wait for is our population to hit 90, and then we can upgrade this baby, and you can see it all coming in as well. I adore the game. Can't lie, guys. I adore the game. And it's crashed again. Bear with. All right, the good news is I remembered to save just as I got started. So if it keeps crashing, we may need to completely start again with the other mode, because it is in the experimental, so we're not expecting it to be perfect, and the patch has only just released. So yeah, and we'll go into the blueprints and stuff momentarily once we get this upgrade done. We've just got to wait for the population. So let's see. All right, all those farms coming in good now. We're about to hit the population, so I should be able to hit this improvement. There it is. Boom. Let's hit the improvement right there, and in it comes, and we can get stuck in chapter 1 completely finishing, and we can really get our blueprints going then. I'm excited. Right, here we go. Chapter 1 rewards. You now have access to cultural buildings: ceramic workshop, arena, Asclepium, Agog center, via edificum, and a forum. Please don't laugh at the way I say things. All right, I'm just going to get rid of these because we do remember a lot of it, and we are going to come in now. We are going to be getting the arena in as our very first, but before that, we are going to be unlocking our architectural office so we can unlock more blueprints. And that is going to be the first thing we build. And we want this, to be honest, to be kind of out the way. I don't want this to be anywhere near where our houses are going to be. And I think here is good because that will be near the industry. It does add attraction, but that will act as kind of a buffer for the stone kind of thing here. We'll play it at 1x. And then we've got the blueprints here to continue to unlock some things. So we'll start with getting the arena unlocked. Perfect. And we're still left with some as well. I want to get into these nice and early as well. So as you can see, the cutting camp tier 2, it only costs stone to get. So I'm going to kind of come into these guys pretty early on and make sure we can get those going. Now, there will be proximity stuff they want us to grab momentarily, but I won't get those yet. We're going to be focusing purely on this arena stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to get that in with a bit of wood, which we can. And then we just want the 200 stone to get that improvement as well, which will come in. All right, it's time for the arena, and we've got our first 2 housing estates here. And as they're going to be neighbors, we want these to be pretty happy with each other, right? We can get some of our clans in. Let's try and pull it a tiny bit away so these can grow a little bit more. And let's get the arena in. So we've got our first bit of safety coming in. And as you can see, if you hover over these, you do get how many you need. So current score, we're good on everything. I think we'll go into belonging. I had a lot of issues in the last playthrough with belonging, so we'll go for safety and belonging. Now it wants us to produce attractive zones. We will gain an attractive zone from this as well. And as you can see, the farms are still building from here. We are going to be gaining more and more food as it presses into our housing state, actually, as you can see. So housing is actually going to build out this way. And you can't build proper buildings inside of the woodlands. You want to try and cut down as much as you can from these guys when you can, right? And there we go. Into chapter 3, Hurrium and Macellum are now access to our service buildings. We're going to want to get these in nice and quickly, and this is the kind of start of our districts. So we're going to want the Horium because that is our storage. So we're going to need clay. I'm going to buy it ready, and then we're going to get into... Firstly, I want to put our statue in because the statue of the founders is needed, but we'll need sand and clay for that. We're going to go into a quarry. I'm going to see where we can kind of go. Clay over here. So we're going to need what we have for proxy. So surveyor's cabin is going to be what we put in. And I think I'm going to have to pop one over here. So I'm hoping this gives us a good zone. And that should build towards where sandy areas possibly are. So we'll get that in there. I have no idea if it's going to let us build on the trees, so we're going to try our best. We do have all this sand down here, so we do need to build surveyor's camp towards that. And in the meantime, let's wait for or see where else might possibly have some stuff. We got clay and sand. Over here would be perfect if it allows me. It must be outside of swamp. Over here is going to be, hopefully, where we can do it. Cool. Alright, let's go back in then and let's see. So, small quarry. Yep, we can put it straight in here. Lovely stuff. I'm going to try and move this quite far away then. I was hoping we could hit a bit of sand as well, but it doesn't look like we can. So we'll just try and get the most out of the clay that we can then. 5.4k's worth right there. Boom. And that's going to be clay. Then we're going to need another surveyor's camp to take us to the sand. Problem is, it says must be outside of swamp. Take a look here. What is a better... I think over here then. Might be best to go this way to try and get sand. I'm going to go ahead and build another surveyor's camp here, and let's see if we can get the sand from there as well. And there's our lovely thing. Let's go into our photo mode and get a proper view of our stadium here. Look at that. But bear in mind, this is a work in progress, so things will start to look better over time, hopefully, on this as well. You can see them in the arena, though. Very cool. They originally wanted this game to be played from high-level management, right? So it's good that they're listening. This was one of the main things people asked for, and they're doing it, which is nice. So you can kind of see the carts moving around and stuff. Okay, now let's see if we can go ahead and... Did I get it wrong? Oh, no, there's not enough sand here. Okay, we've got enough, so let's get our surveyor... These are much bigger now anyway, so let's go this way. I think... Realistically... Ah, that's gold. Nice. Oh, gold later on is good then. So where should we go for sand here? I guess all of this section, but I don't want to have to... We can't go towards the swamp. I think we're going to have to try and connect up and go over here then. And try our best. We'll see if this works right here. And as you can see now, there is no cycles that you need to worry about as well, which is good. I've had the one crash so far, so it seems okay. Just keep saving, guys. And there we go. The small quarry is in. Now, we have the ability to gain improvement on our cutting camp, so we're going to go ahead and spend 200 of the stone doing so. And I'm also going to hopefully get the improvement on this. So we just need a little bit more wood, which we will definitely do. And I'm going to improve this when we've got the builders in as well. And there we go. We'll go for the improvement of the small quarry. So we should see numbers come pretty good on these. And let's see if we can now get our sand in. And we can. There's not loads, but it's enough. it is enough for now. There's not quite enough there. We're going to have to make do with 1,570. Once we get trade, we'll be okay. And we can flip it to stone and stuff afterwards. So we'll go with sand out there as well. And we're going to have to decide on a new district. But before we do that, I definitely want to get the statue in once we've got the sand. So I'm going to wait on that. I'm not rushing. I'm just chilling. So, because it wants us to produce 4 districts, right? We've made 2 with the arena. But at the moment, we aren't allowed to unlock anything else yet. So we've got to be careful. And I got to pick another one then on how we kind of want to approach it. I think commercial plus military is going to be the play. And the reason for that is because I will get my trading going nice and quick. But what I'll do is try and put it over this side so they're not next to each other, if that makes sense. And if they are, we'll just have to take the hit later on. But there we go. We officially have our 10 sand. So let's go ahead and get the statue. Where do we want it? It's a tough decision. I kind of want it over here by the arena. I think because we're going to have mining there for a little while, let's put it over here. Yeah, let's go there. So we'll get the statue in there as well. And that is the start of what we like to see inside of our settlement here. So I'm just hovering over to see what the issues are here. We do have issues with both esteem, creativity, and health. So we definitely need to get one in. Now we'll be okay once we have the workers. I'll keep an eye on food. Everything looks good. I think we can build another arena if we wanted to. So you can get multiple arenas. I do think this is smart though, because we get the health automatically from it as well. So I will go with this one and we'll deal with the conflicting kind of people as and when. So we're going to have 2 districts here that are going to be our marketing ones. So that is the opposite side to our military ones at the moment. So we're going to gain satisfaction here. We've got to pick esteem or creativity. I'm going to go with creativity. And then we'll only have to worry about esteem afterwards. And as we've still got a little bit of stuff in, let's get in our Macellum, which gives us the satisfactions we need. So this is to buy and sell resources as well. So we'll get that baby in. There we go. We've hit chapter 4 and it wants to build the Macellum, open a trade route, sell or buy resources. We know how to do that. We're already on it. Thank you very much. And all we got to do is fix the esteem. Got a little bit of the other ones to fix, but they're okay. And there's our first. Thracians are at the gate of your city. Led by Roxana, the Thracians originated in the Balkans. The fiercest of the warriors are renowned for their bravery in battle, and many opposing soldiers could boast of their merits. Now, what I like about this game now is the little bits, right? The writing in it is great about the clans and stuff. If people know much about the history, let me know if you believe them to be pretty accurate, that you know. I personally don't know, so I can't answer that for Thracians, but you let it be known. We're going to accept them in because we actually want them. And now we have the cultural buildings to make it better. Lovely. We do need to fix this though, obviously. Let's get rid of that. And then it's going to want us to build the rampart once we can. Let's just check what it is for the improvements. That's the wooden beams. Cool. We get into that momentarily. We're waiting for this. That is all we want right now. But whilst we're gaining blueprints, we do want to come in and check out Statio, which is 900. Okay, we'll work towards that. And I'll probably go down this route as well. We'll keep them nearby. But let's go see what it is to build the rampart. I think we can make do without the wood at the moment. I don't want to do the rounding. It wants us to just kind of put in right at this very start here. So we're just going to go in. Get the ramparts in, so we've got our city walls around the start of our thing, and then we're going to get in our Macellum, which this one we're going to have mixed, right? But I think that's okay. If I was going to be sensible, I'd probably go here, and then we'll have to deal with them potentially clashing later on, but that's fine. Let's get that one in. So we're going to gain health. We're straight away going to get esteem, which is 250. And then we want to look at some of the worst ones. So we've either got to go belonging or creativity. I think they're both pretty much on the same wavelength here. So let's go into creativity as well. And let's get that in. And then in terms of our production, I actually want to get architectural level 2, which will produce more blueprints as well. I want to get that early, but you can't get it until you get these guys open. So carpentry is probably going to be the thing that we grab. As I say, we should be able to trade in the beams. So how many do we need? We need 56, so we can see. we can see where we're at. And there's our walls, guys. Look at that. It's lovely. It's lovely. And all of a sudden, our marketplace is ready. So let's go on in and let's make a trade. So we need to open a trade route, which costs gold. We've got the cheapest one first, which will be... We kind of want this one so we can buy the beams. So I'm going to unlock that one. And what I'm going to do is sell a little bit of clay. Don't really have the gold coins for that one, so we might go into that. Do we want to sell more? Let's sell some more clay. 444 gold coins. Let's go ahead and trade. I won't buy anything at the moment. We'll save our gold up and go down that route. And we're going to just look at what we need to get fixed here. We need to sort belonging out, and that's about it at the moment. So our blueprints are in. Let's check in a second, and let's see what we want to do. So Statio is 900. And the Politerion is 900 as well. So we gain... I think this one gives us the option for 3, which is better. So we're going to go with a Statio. Which is nearly there blueprint-wise, actually. So we're going to do that before we go into the beams, because I want to get them happy before anything else. Although, does the upgrade give us... Yeah, it gives you the attraction. So attractiveness is fixed by getting this upgraded, so that might be better. Okay, let's take a look. So, a total of 56 of these beams. How much does that cost? Well, firstly, we can only buy 49, so we'll make our own. We can get this up. So production, let's go into the carpentry here. We'll accept that one, and we will definitely get carpentry in. Now, I think these are more effective close by to the wood. So I'm going to go ahead and pop it right here, and then we'll be pushing this wood back out anyway. So let's go with you right there. And let's get that going. Get our beams in. And there we go. That did not take long, did it? We gained those very, very quickly. So we kind of want to spend some of our stone. And we have our first faction wanting to come in. That is this. We'll gain some taxes from them. I didn't read that. I apologize, guys. Let's go in and read about them. The Sassanid dynasty, led by Shapur, is a powerful Persian family, known in many countries for their military parades and religious importance. They are now here to improve their commercial exchanges. Their aim is to open various trading posts to facilitate the buying and selling of goods. Cool. We'll gain those cultural, as you can see, we've got some good cultural points coming in now to get us there and going. 250 cycles now have passed as well. And we almost have the beams. Right, city is under tension, but we can officially improve. So, boom, we go with that. And I want to make sure our gain is still good enough. Yeah, I think we're fine wood-wise. We can keep that one going. Now we also have the blueprints for our next one. So let's go ahead and get this in. So our Statio is going to come in now. And we are going to keep building our military presence. Oh my goodness, over here, look. Oh, it would have been great to get a few of these in. I'm going to come this way so I can hit those guys right there. Or is it smarter to come this way? I think it's smarter to come this way. Boom. All right, let's get these guys in. So we want belonging, which we're already having issues with. And then safety is going to be in. Health is really good. We're going to gain quite a few from this anyway. So I think the next one is going to be esteem by a long shot. Let's get all of those in. And our Statio is going in. Love it. All right, we have our small quarry improvement as well. I'm not going to hit that yet because we're not that desperate for the sand just yet. We've got to be careful. Now, I'm going to unlock the... Do I want to do that? I think I want the tier 2 here, but we need the carver first. So I'm going to grab the carver. Then we're going to unlock the tier 2 cultural. So, where's my carver? We want this by our stone, really. I think they benefit from being nearby. Ideally, though, I don't want it to be... See how that gets affected. There's good. Okay. So via the attraction. Cool. Chapter 7. You now have access to production buildings, tilery and brickwork. Well, we got here much quicker than before, didn't we? Holy crap. You now have access to cultural buildings. Ergasterion, Castrum, Necropolis, Theatrum, Emporium, Thermae. And I now have the Senatus. Senatus is important. Unlock building the Senatus and then go ahead and build it. I will momentarily. I think these guys are already unhappy with each other. That did not take long. So the tension will be -1 per cycle. How much do they gain at the moment? I think I'm going to go with Sassanid Dynasty. I'll turn off the taxing. You can't go any lower than these, right? I want to keep... We only gain tax every 5. Let's just reduce that. I want to keep them happy early on so we don't get too many problems. And we need to get the safety up as well. So this cultural building being upgraded is a good thing. The news is spreading through the streets. Our city has increased its level of cultural radiance. Thanks to our joint efforts, the city is becoming more influential around the world every day. Now, I just want to take a look at our new buildings here. We've got our soldiers kind of area over here. Looking pretty epic. Very nice. Alright, it's worth noting now, we're now getting in our rubbles, so it costs for the next one, we actually need to get older tiles as well, but it costs wooden beams, rubbles, and tiles. We can buy the tiles in, though. What we want to do is unlock the trade routes as soon as we can, because you gain passive income from them. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock that one and that one. So we gain another 3 gold per cycle from those guys as well. So we should see a good amount of kind of gold coming in because of it, which is always nice. And then we should be able to, once we hit 500 blueprint points, there it is upgrade our architectural office. I'm not sure if multiple architectural offices is beneficial. I haven't had a look. Don't think you can do it anyway, can you? We do have these, though, as well. Provides a bit of attraction, so I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of these in. I'll build one this side, and then another one this side next to this. There we go. 2 attractiveness little zones there to help. And we really want to get this belonging sorted. So let's have a look at what the improvements cost here then. So we just need some builders. No problem. I can do that. I'm going to hang around in here to get this upgraded. Oh, the threat of Macedonia 1. An emissary brings you a letter from the King of Macedonia who wishes to conquer territory in order to gain access to Aegean Sea or Aegean Sea. He plans to lay siege to Amphipolis and the neighboring Greek cities and sees you as a key ally. You have the necessary soldiers and the Greek cities have coveted resources, but weakening these cities in order to exploit them could be harmful in the long term. You could also seek political and religious support to moderate the king's ambitions. Safety. Safety I don't really want to lose. 10 gold, 50 cycles, so we don't even earn 10 gold. You choose to help the Greek cities. I didn't do this one. At the end, you win Ludus Magmus. We want this one, right? Because we get the Tullianum, which is the prison. We need that. Tullianum it is. I'm not sure if that was the right thing to do safety-wise, because we lose quite a bit, but it is what it is. Let's take a look at food and stuff. I think we also need to try and upgrade that. But I'm going to go ahead and get the second farm in. Is going this way smart? Well, probably not. But I'm going to go ahead and build it anyway. All right, let's take a look at what it is to unlock the senator. So 450. We want this because we get good satisfactions from it. And then we can work on some of the political stuff. Kind of gain, hopefully, from them. All right, we just got told our food stocks are low. We have got the next farm in, so that will sort us out in a few turns. Don't worry. And we've got our second cultural advance here from the souk vendors of Palmyra is at the gates. All right. Idrimi, guided by his entire family from the city of Palmyra, the souk vendors of Palmyra were indeed central players in this city, creating links between east and west. Unfortunately, they have lost several markets to their opponents and must now find new lands in which to prosper. Yeah, come on in. You're the 2 we want to go for. So let's go ahead and get you in, and that will help with our money troubles that we are losing at the moment. And we have enough for our senators now. So let's go ahead and get our senators in. So 375 sand, 375 stone. I'm just going to buy some of the stone in because we're not making that much. Now, sand still should be good, so I should be able to get this anytime soon. And we need what else? Yeah, that's literally everything. So let's go ahead and grab that. Unfortunately, as our farms build, our workers are going down. So we just got to wait for that to kind of ease off. We do need to fix our safety and belonging concerns here, but we're okay. I think the attractiveness could help as well. And there's our gift from the threat of Macedonia. Alexander the Great informs you that your allies, his father, lost an eye at the Battle of Methone. He has allied himself with the Chalcidian League and conquered Amphipolis. Morona and Mathone establish a promising naval base. The Greek cities are no longer a threat. And he gives me a gift for the trouble. Cool. We did do this one the last time, but I think for the sake of it, it is going to be good to get the Tullium in. Tullianum. Okay, it is time for the Senatus. Now, this thing, I really didn't want to have to deal with this over here, but I'm probably going to dig into these trees over here. And if we have trouble, we have trouble. But it is what it is. I'm going to build the Senatus this way. And it does mean we can fix some of these things now. I don't need to worry about safety too much yet. The reason I'm going to not worry is because we're going to unlock the Tullium in a moment, right? Although, do I just be sensible here? Health is good. We kind of want the blueprint production to come in. So if I look after creativity and we deal with that, health is going to be coming in as well. Yeah, let's confirm those guys. The reason I'm going to do that is we get better blueprint income. And then I should be able to unlock more. Like, for example, the Tullium, which, to be fair, requires quite a bit of resources. We have enough for it all, but... And there it is. Right, let's open the panel and let's actually vote on a decree here. We can suspend the tensions and that will give us our money back. Increase the safety satisfaction every 4 cycles. Let's go curfew because this will cost us gold coins, but it will help us. So I think we're going to vote on that one. We need another faction though, don't we? You can't do it until you got 4 factions in, so we've just got to wait for one more. And there they are. Cool. That's our second military faction. So the Carthaginians are at the gates. They arrive in your lands guided by Spendius. They were born into powerful maritime and trading civilization and took advantage of their geographical and political locations, as well as their business partners. From now on, their future seems to lie in arms and battles. Yep, beautiful. Hold on, before we go ahead then, that does mean I can now do the curfew, which we should win the votes here. Sassanid dynasty are actually pretty happy because they said they were from a military background. As you can see, their percentage. We've got a bit more trust with those guys, so... Cost gold coins to keep the duration up. I think I'm going to go to maybe 60 cycles, and we're going to try and increase the safety if it comes in. And there we go. Everyone accepted it, so we are good. That should give us some more. And now we have access to the wonders of the age. Circus Maximus, Library of Alexandria, Statue of Zeus, and Trajan Forums. Cool, Circus Maximus needs to happen. Alright, what do we want to do? We've got to pick our wonder here. Sassy de Materia. I love the look of that one, but I'm going to go with a Mausoleum of Halicarnassus, I think. So we're going to select that one. It'll want us to construct the wonder. We're not going to do that just yet. We've got good blueprints now, as you can see, guys, which is fantastic. Let's go in. As you can see, we've got some silly amounts of stuff in now. Castrum can be unlocked here. We're not making any of the stuff for it yet, though. Same with the Emporium, which is great. Now, I'm going to come down this route. We're going to need gold to construct these, but the farm ones we don't. So I'm going to buy the next farm one. What's the quarry? Okay, architecture. Could go that way. Carvers and stuff we don't need to worry about until we're getting these in. I think we need to go down the route of buying in a tilery and a brickwork. So we've got our basics in. I won't upgrade them either. And then I'll just take a look at what else we can kind of do. I think we're good on those, aren't we? Surveyor's cabin will give us more room as well, but we don't have blueprints at the moment. So let's keep it paused a second. And let's get in our brickwork. So where's our clay? Right, it's over here. So let's improve that quarry right there. And then we'll go ahead and get in our brickwork area. Hopefully we can fit it in just nicely here. Nice production area. We'll get that going as well. But guys, that is going to be where I end this one out. I want to thank you so much for being here on this first episode here again on the new update on the Endless mode. I really, really appreciate it. As always, thank you for your support and I hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you soon.